This is a huge mistake. Talents make it all the time. They filter themselves out by selecting this, and it is no good. You are preventing yourself from getting business. Change it. Do it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Ridgeback Productions, and I help beginning voiceover talents grow their business and generate income. Boy, do I have a banger for you today. I got a good one for you. Nope, not even gonna lie. Truth is, this mistake happens a lot. I can't tell you how many times I see this. Whoopsie! It happens quite frequently, and I'm here to help you figure it out. This mistake that I see, it happens, and I don't think you know that you put it in there. You put it in your Fiverr gig, and then it's a mistake, and it's preventing you from getting work. You don't even know it. From a buyer's perspective, they're seeing it, and they're going, oh, all right, cool. I'm good with that, but I'm looking for someone that offers something better than that. Okay. And a lot of times you can fix it. You don't even realize you're doing it. You put it in there in hopes of getting more money on that back end, baby. But here's what I'm trying to tell you. It's preventing you from getting work. Buckle in, kids. You're not going to want to miss this one. So for today's video, we have a Fiverr gig review. A talent named Dino reached out, and he's looking to have his Fiverr gig gone through, take a look at. He wants me to rip it apart, and I'm happy to do it for him. What I do is I pull up your gig. I haven't seen it before. I go through it, and I give you some suggestions on what I think would help you out the most to make your gig a little bit better. It's all in good fun. I do tease you a little bit, and I do kind of make fun of some parts, but hey, it's all in some good fun for sure. If you're interested in also getting one of these gig reviews, if you go into the YouTube description right below right here, there is a link for a Fiverr gig review right there. You click on that link, it takes you through the steps. There's a small form that you got to fill out with some information, and I can get to you as quickly as I possibly can. Do I make a video for every gig review? No, I do not. I do many of these, and I just don't have time to make a video for all of them. But the feedback I get is that many of you do like these gig reviews because it helps you to work on your gig, and that's exactly what this is for. So let's have a look at Dino's Fiverr gig. Okay, so here we are at Dino's Fiverr gig. And I systematically go through some key parts, and then we talk about the benefits, what you can work on, stuff like that. I like to start with the title. The title is, I will record a professional American male voiceover in English. Perfect. It's got the three parts that we're really looking for. Where are you from? What gender are you? And what do you do? So he's American, he's male, and he does voiceover. Let's point out that he is using voiceover 2 words. I get asked that quite frequently. Brian, should I be using voiceover 2 words or voiceover 1 word? Truth is, it doesn't matter. Just use both. So if you're going to use voice over 2 words like Dino did in his title, just make sure that you include voiceover 1 word in your keyword tags below. I'll remind you about that when we get to it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so title looks great, Dino. I like it. Excellent. Let's go on to your summary. Your summary is $5, 2-day delivery, 300 words. Here's your big mistake. Dino, this is causing you from getting many orders. Here's the problem right here. 2-day delivery is no good. That will not work, because what a buyer can do is when they're searching for a talent, one of the filters that they can choose, other than if they want a male or a female, or if they're looking for American or British, or if they're looking for conversational, one of the things that they can filter out is delivery time. And that is one of the main things that they filter out. They usually go for if they're looking for a male or female, and then they will very quite frequently filter out delivery time. And if they select 24-hour delivery, you will not show up ever. You don't want to filter yourself out. This is a huge mistake. Talents make it all the time. They filter themselves out by selecting this, and it is no good. You are preventing yourself from getting business. Change it. Do it. Just change it. Just change it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change this from 2-day delivery to 1-day delivery, $5, 300 words. I'm digging it. That's good. 1 revision. Perfect. All right, sweet. Now, moving over to your thumbnail. I like your thumbnail. It's colorful. You're big. you are taking up what is called the 1/3 rule, okay? So you want 1/3 of your picture to be you, nice, big eyes looking right at the camera. It's very trusting. Buyers like that. You're smiling. You should be taking up 1/3 of the picture. The text, colors, all that stuff would take up 2/3 of your thumbnail. Dino, this is a great example of the 2/3, 1/3 rule of thirds, whatever you want to call it. You did a good job. I like the different colors. It's very engaging. You took yellow and pro out of professional. This is great. I totally dig this. This is great. All right, so what we're going to do now is listen to your demo. Your demo should be a demo reel. By reel, I mean, I want your demo to be changing about every 8 to 12 seconds, and I want you to give me a range of what you can do. I want to hear you doing conversational. I want to hear you doing serious. I want to hear you maybe talking quietly. I want to hear you talking excited. I want to hear a range of what you can do as an artist, because if a buyer doesn't hear what they're looking for within that first 8 to 12 seconds, you're already moving on to something else and not giving them the chance to go to someone else. If you're just giving them the exact same tone every single time, then they just think, this is great, this is what he can do. It's not what I'm looking for. They go to someone else. You want them to go, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. Okay, so lots of options. That's what we're looking for. It also needs to be a video. Fiverr says that if your demo has a video, you are going to get about 40% more engagement. So you don't want to miss out on that. That is nearly half. You can almost double your engagement just by having a video. So we're looking for a demo reel and we're looking for it to be a video. Don't let me down, Dino.
Looking for a whole lot of driving fun? Introducing the fully redesigned Nissan Kicks with a very impressive...
Okay, this is not a video. So what you do have is animation. You have some animation of sound waves going up and down. That's great. This is not considered a video, Dino. My apologies, okay? Although it's better than like a still shot, just the fact that you have sound waves isn't engaging enough. What we're looking for is examples of actual work. We want it to look like these are actual spots that you have done, whether they are factual work that you have done, you're using in your demo, or you just made them on your own. If you're interested in how to do that, I have a link in one of these corners up here on how to do that. I made a video on that. We'll put that right there for you. So this demo reel should actually be spots. I want to see actual commercials, promotions, audiobook, whatever you're doing. I wanted to actually have something for me to look at that is not audio waves. So as far as Fiverr saying you're 40% more likely to have better engagement, 40% better engagement by having a video, this doesn't qualify, Dino. You got to fix that.
Of 36 mpg and up to 32 square feet of cargo space. That's enough for a full weekend getaway. As parents, we pay good money for our kids to play on a team. So in turn, we're paying good money for stinky uniforms, ghastly socks, and what the heck is this?
Okay, I like your demo changes. You're switching frequently. I like that. There was a little bit of range between 1 and 2.
But as strong as our kids may be on the field, Tide beats the stink every time. America's #1 is now even better.
This spot is going a little bit too long. I think it went 20 seconds.
Woke up on the wrong side of the bed? Not really in the mood for small talk? Pete's understands. It's why we're here. Every morning, just waiting, no rush. Pete's Coffee. High quality, fair traded, and committed to sustainability.
Yeah, this is good. So you do have some range, Dino, and I like it. What would really make it pop and stand out more would be if you were to actually have video in this, because it really shows the differentiation between your different spots in what you're doing. Right now, I can hear a change, but it would be so much more helpful to actually see the change as well. Okay, that's where that 40% more engagement comes in.
Sometimes our best friends turn against us. And as close as we thought we were, it's gonna happen. Pizza, heartburn, grilled pork chops, indigestion. Time to try Tums chews or tablets. Nothing works faster.
Yeah, you're doing a little bit of audio processing on this. This is good.
To mend a troubled friendship. You know what? It seems the pizza delivery guy is always the center of some sort of joke. But at Pizza Hut, we think of them a little differently. More like...
These are good. If I would so the video would make a big difference. And if I was to add another piece to this, Dino, I almost wish that like one of your spots, a shorter spot, was dry, right? So these are very overproduced Over might not be the right word for it. These are very produced, okay? So you're adding some effects to your voice. You have sound effects in the background. It's good. It wouldn't hurt if your demo reel has a dry spot, meaning there's no music, sound effects, production on your voice. I'm not saying go into it raw, like so raw is you record yourself and you add nothing to it. EQ, compression, no processing at all. That would be raw. I'm not saying your voice needs to be raw, but to make it dry, meaning it's just your voice so the buyer can hear what you just sound like without all the production on it. The production value sounds good, but it's almost a bit distracting without having that visual. I'm telling you, those that like think I'm just harping on this and going over it, I can't tell you how important it is to actually have the visual to be looking at. It takes away from that distraction of all these sound effects and all the production that you're putting onto it. It sounds good. I sure wish it looked good as well. And if one of these spots was dry without all the production, that could help so a buyer can hear what you sound like without having to try and cut through all that other noise. All right. Other than that, it looks good. I like it. This is a good demo reel. All right, so let's move on to your second demo. So for Fiverr, they allow you to have 4 spots. So your first spot is your first impression demo reel. That's what we just listened to. It needs to be a video. This does not count as a video. It needs to be a video. It needs to be a demo reel. Switching spots every 8 to 12 seconds. Then you have 3 more spots, 1, 2, 3, that you can add more demos and more variety. They should not repeat anything that's in your demo reel. All right, so here is your 2, then you have a 3, then you have a 4. So let's hear your number 2.
The world's most massive and potent.
Okay, so this is dry. This is what I was referring to when I said I wish you had something dry in your reel. This is dry. I wish this was in your demo reel or one of your spots was dry.
An aircraft carrier is currently en route to Israel. The United States' decision to deploy the USS Gerald R. Ford into this conflict-stricken area raises questions about its intentions.
I'm trying to think where I would classify this as a genre. It's almost like newscast. It's almost announcery. The problem is, if I could be like super honest with you, it's not very believable.
The world's most massive and potent aircraft carrier is currently en route to Israel.
So if it's the most massive, think it's the biggest ever.
World's most massive and potent aircraft.
And potent. I feel like there should be so much more drama on that. The most massive and impactful. You're just very monotone in delivering this. This delivery this is not my favorite. But I like your demo reel. This has nothing to do with your performance as a talent. I'm just not a big fan of this one.
The world's most massive and potent aircraft carrier is currently en route to Israel. The United States.
Yeah, I just don't like this one. I don't really like this one. But that's good. Good on you. And I like that it's dry, right? So you did hit that part. Okay, so this should also be a demo, and you uploaded a picture. Beautiful. Love it. Fiverr allows you to put in pictures or PDFs, and great, right? So put pictures in and include stuff like this. Top 5 reasons to hire you. But this could also be a demo. So going back, Fiverr lets you have 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you only have 2. So you're missing out on 2 more spots that you can include demos, and you don't have them. It would still be this picture. It's just I would get to click on it and hear another one of your demos. You don't have it. So you don't have 3. You don't have 4. Good on you for changing these pictures. I love these pictures, but I just don't. They should have demos on them as well. All right, moving on. All right, about this gig.
Let's see.
I've recorded hundreds of voiceovers while working on Fiverr. So it must not be for this gig because you only have 6 reviews and you're only a level 1. Maybe you have done hundreds. It's odd though that you've done hundreds, plural, and you're still a level 1. You'll get high quality human voiceover without breaking the bank. Yeah, you do get asked if it's AI. That's fine. Suppose you have any questions about my gig or service. So that's just an odd statement. Suppose you have a question about please feel free. Make it a question. Do you have any questions about my gig or service? Question mark. Please feel free to message me. It's just an odd statement right here. I just don't like that. I'm set up to deliver within 24 hours. No, you're not. You're not set up to deliver within 24 hours because your gig says you have 2-day delivery. I know you don't want to hear that, and I know what you're probably getting at with being able to deliver in 24 hours. But here's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you can deliver in 24 hours, don't put 2-day delivery like Dino did. Way too many of you make that mistake. You need to put 24-hour delivery. I'm sure you're set up to do 24-hour delivery, and I bet you if I read lower, you're probably going to say up to this word count, you can do 24 hours. Well, if you can do 24 hours, then put it in your summary. I'm not mad at you. I just want to help you grow. All right, let's move on. Please click continue to get started. Love the call to action. And then you also include some statements about your work. Great. Styles. This is fine. This is good. You know, it does help with searching a bit. Your gig description, it does help you get found a bit. What I'd rather see is I'd rather have you have a section that tells the buyer what they can expect when they work from you. What's your process? How are you going to help them out? How are you going to make them feel when they work for you? Rather than using all this extra words, hoping that it's like just keyword jamming. You're hoping that someone puts in those keywords so you get found. When the truth is your gig description doesn't really help you get found. It's kind of your title and your tags below. So, I mean, that's fine. You can put the styles, but you'd rather talk about the buyers. Buyers want to hear about themselves, not all the different things you can do. Okay. Here's all the genres you can do. Great. Please hit continue to start your project. Great. Okay. It's good. Purpose, video narration. That's the number one selling purpose on Fiverr for voiceover. Make sure you include it. TV, commercial, great. You put YouTube, you put radio, you put a bunch of stuff, try different things to, for your business. Just make sure you have video narration. It's the number one selling one for voiceover. Tone, authoritative, calming, conversational. Good. If you're going to say that you can do this stuff, it needs to be in your demo. Did I hear authoritative, calming, conversational, energetic, and friendly? I did, Dino. Man, you got it. 100%. I did hear it. For those of you that are choosing these tones, if you're going to include a tone, make it in your demo so that there is no questions asked whether you can do it. All right. Nice. Average response time is 1 hour. Perfect. Okay, you've been on the platform since 2019. You probably have maybe delivered hundreds of voiceovers. My question is, why are you still a level 1? To be determined. Okay. A professional sound engineer has my voice and my equipment dialed in to provide you with outstanding results. Okay. Wonder if that's my buddy Lenny B. Let me know if it is. If you also use Lenny B, and man, is he a great voiceover engineer. If you use Lenny B, let me know in the comments below. Give me like a thumbs up and be like, what up, Lenny B? Okay, that's my boy. He's amazing. And yeah, there you go. Okay, there's that dreaded 2-day delivery. You gotta change that, Dino. You're gonna change that. Okay, script proofreading, $10. Great. Commercial rights. Broadcast rights is $15. Audio sync is $10. Whoa, you could probably get more for that. Split files, great. Background music, 10. Commercial rights. Okay, so question for you, Dino. So you're saying I could buy commercial rights in perpetuity, that means forever, for $10. Or I could buy commercial rights for only a year for 4 times as long. Yeah, you want to change that. I know that's just a mistake, Dino. You didn't mean that. If these are your prices you want to go with, fine with me. Make the commercial rights without any commercial rights on their own is perpetuity. They own it. They forever and ever, they will have the commercial rights for it. This should be the more expensive one. Full broadcast rights is in perpetuity. It means forever. It should be more expensive. If you're going to offer them the commercial rights for only a year, that's where the discount comes in. Okay, so flip-flop these. If you want to use 40 in 10, then 40 should be in perpetuity. 10 would be for a year. It's an honest mistake. I see this all the time. Just switch those. Or same with perpetuity for a year for broadcast rights. It's 15 for a year, 320 for in perpetuity. Or maybe you don't even know what you're doing here, which is odd because it's like if you're going to charge 10 times as much, but this one's not 10 times as much. These are questions you're going to get asked by the buyer. Just figure that out. Okay. Live direction. How long? Check out the gig description for more details about this session's length. I didn't see anything in your gig description. Okay, you're going to have to fix that, Dino. You say that I could look in your gig description to find out how long the session will last. It's not in your gig's description. Maybe it's in your FAQ. We'll see that below, but this says gigs description. $35. Could probably get more depending on how long you're offering for a live directed session. Buy Dino coffee, $10, okay? Extra fast delivery, really? I will try and deliver up to $750 in 12 hours or less. You'll try? So I'm going to give you $20 to try and deliver it fast. I'm not giving you $20 to try anything. You either can do it or you can't do it, Dino. Let's do this. Let's change that to say, I will deliver up to 750 words in 12 hours. And then leave the rest. Important, message me first. Then if you can't do it, you let them know that you can't do it. There is no try. Like Yoda says.
No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Your extra fast delivery is 12 hours or less, but your standard delivery is 2 days. I think you're making a mistake here. I just don't think you have this all dialed in. Change this to 1 day delivery and adjust that. This delivery is throwing me off. And if I was a buyer, I'd be very confused by this. And a lot of times buyers are not going to take the time to ask clarifying questions. If they're confused, they take it for face value. $5 for 2 days. I'm not willing to do that. Or I'm willing to do that. But then they see $20 and they can get it in 12 hours, but you'll try to do it. It's confusing me, and I look at these all the time. And if I'm confused, I guarantee a buyer's confused. All right, let's keep moving on. Hey, look at that guy. I know him. You're just trying to be honest and upfront, but I'm telling you, it doesn't come across good. There is no try. No one ever pays someone to try something. They either are going to do it or they're not going to do it. Like, think about if you're going to pay someone to paint your house. I'm going to try. Well, can you do it or you can't? I'm going to try. Okay, you get it. You get it. I love you, Dino. I'm just hitting it hard because this is a big one that you got to change. Sometimes I think about boxers and how the expression is you got to take it on the chin. And in this business, it's a tough business. You got to take it on the chin sometimes and take these suggestions for what it's worth. I promise you, this is all in good fun. I'm being a jerk to have fun. You get it. Okay. Looking at your tags. Remember when you get found, the two big places that a buyer will find you is your title and your tags. Big ones, okay? So I mentioned in the title, if you use voiceover as 2 words, your tag should have 1 word of voiceover. Or if you use voiceover as 1 word in your title, then in the tag, you use it as 2 words. All right, so do we see voiceover 1 word? We do. Perfect. Okay, so voice actor is great. Male voiceover, good. Narration, voiceover 1 word, commercial. These are all good. All right, so in your title, male voiceover. You already have that 3-word sequence in your title of male voiceover. This tag isn't helping you. It could be a simple change of you could just put male voiceover 1 word, and then that makes it better. All right. So then the question becomes, but Brian, I already am using voiceover 1 word as a tag. Yes, you're using it as 1 word. Now use the search as 2 words of male voiceover 1 word, and it's a completely different thing. Yeah, go figure. You think simply all I have to do is have different words. Fiverr's changed that, and now it's by expression. The expression that you put, as they put it, the expression that a buyer types in for a search query makes all the difference. Okay, for a weird example, let's use voice actor as 5 different tags that could be the same. I know that doesn't make sense. Okay, voice space actor, voice space actors, voices actor, male voice actor, genuine voice actor, commercial voice actor. All those are different as far as the Fiverr search query goes. So the huge question I get asked all the time.
So do you want to eat?
What do I put for my tags? I have no idea. It is all a game, and the algorithm is constantly changing, and there is no for sure 5 words that are always going to work. You just got to keep plugging away and changing up your tags and seeing what works. The good news is when you change your tags, there is no penalty to your gig. Yes, I'd give it some time to see how those tags work and what effect it made when you change them around, but there's no penalty. You don't get knocked to the bottom of the search results because you made a change to your gig. If it helps you, it helps you. If it doesn't help you, it doesn't. If it hurts you, it hurts you. It's not because you made a change, it's because the change you made didn't work. Does that make sense? Big difference there. All right, let's go back up to the top of your gig, your big takeaway. I love to end it with a big takeaway. Your big takeaway, Dino, and I'm going to be super, super honest with you. Your big takeaway, my friend, is that I hate that you have 2-day delivery. It is a major, major flaw, a major mistake that so many talents make, and it's an easy fix, man. All you got to do is change it to 1-day delivery and then be very clear in your gig description. I can deliver up to, you decide, up to 200 words in 1 day. Okay, so this magic number right here, 300 words, should be 300 words in 1 day. The moment that someone puts 301 words, that would change your price, but it would change the delivery to a lengthier time as well. You do that all in the back end. When you set up your gig, you say that you can deliver this many words in 1 day. Anything over that will be an additional day. Simple, right? It fixes that 1 day problem of delivery. And then you're not filtering yourself out when a buyer says they want 24-hour delivery, okay? That's a big one. Other than that, hopefully you took some notes. I gave you some good ones on you need to add some more demos. You need to make a few more corrections as far as like grammar errors and stuff like that. But overall, this is awesome. There's some clarity issues within your summary and your pricing and stuff like that. But go through this gig, take some copious notes. If you would like for me to have a look at your Fiverr gig as well, look in the gig description below. I'd be happy to go through it. This is what they look like. Whether I post it on YouTube or I just give it to you privately, this is what you get. As much as these gig reviews help, to be truthful, the biggest impact that helps the most in your business is a consultation. Most, if not almost every single person that orders a gig review gets the consultation afterwards. It is an additional charge, but it's worth it. We spend an hour and we go over all of this together and dial it in and really make it as best as it possibly can. If you are interested in any of these services, just follow the link in the descriptions below or drop me a comment below and be like, Brian, I need some help. I'm there for you. I got you 100%. If you can get me a little bit by dropping a like, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, share it with some other talents that you think could benefit from this. This would drastically and dramatically help me out in my business. It'd be a big help and I would truly, truly appreciate it. I appreciate you checking into this video and getting some insight. Hopefully I was able to help you out. If you'd like some more help, check out the video that's showing on the screen right here. It's sure to help you out. We'll catch you next time. See ya!